Our feature is based on Baite's exploration of Thailand. There were some life-altering events that took place. So, Baite, you were in Thailand for a couple of weeks,
Correct.
and you just got back about 3 weeks ago.
That is correct.
And how was the trip?
Oh man, the trip to Thailand was beautiful. And it opened my eyes to a lot of things that I never would have came across if I had just stayed in my, everyday setting.
And was this kind of like a spur of the moment type of deal, or were you planning this trip for a while?
Well, my roommate and myself, we had planned to go somewhere. So we came up with a couple of ideas. At first it was China, then it was too much hassle trying to go to China, so then we settled on Thailand.
And how long were you there for?
We were there for 2 weeks actually.
2 weeks.
So we spent a little bit of time in Bangkok, then we went to Phuket, then we went to Cambodia, and then from Cambodia we went back to Bangkok.
What was going on in Thailand?
Thailand, from what I saw, was like a land of contrasts, You have luxury cars, luxury hotels, luxury suites, But then in the same token, you also have a lot of poverty. You have people begging in the streets, and you have people who really need to get by. And I'm not sure if they have as many social services as you do over here. So most of the people there end up having to sell, in the markets or make little stalls and sell stuff to tourists.
Okay.
I think, with all the protests and all the political stuff that was going on, people could not afford to become absorbed in that, because if they were to get involved in, politics and the political unrest, that would mean the livelihood. And because the cost of living is so low, you have to work hard to really earn enough to make a living.
Okay. What were some things that you were kind of expecting or hoping for? Maybe having fun or learning things. What were you expecting?
Well, I learned a lot of things from Thailand, and I think a lot of things that I learned from there helped me grow as a person. Like, for example, life has to go on,
What does that mean?
Okay, prior to going to Bangkok, we got reports, and everybody who we knew said, don't do this, is this, is that. And then when you watch the news reports on TV, you think, oh man, Bangkok is on fire, it's over. But when we actually got there, it was like people, even though there were, protests and political unrest going on in the country, people seemed to be going about their normal lives.
So on this whole trip, what is the biggest thing you've learned? Something that has completely changed your life, completely changed your outlook on the way you live your life?
Stepping out of my comfort zone, that was one of the biggest thing I learned from this whole trip. Going to Asia, that was a big leap for me. That's something that I wouldn't normally do on my own, But stepping out of that, it's like I saw how other people live. I saw how other people, what other people's perceptions were. And it's like I learned from it. It's almost like I grew from this experience. I'm not the same individual anymore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like you had a great trip.
I did.
Thanks. Thanks for sharing. We'll have to touch base again and learn more about your trip.
Definitely.
Thank you.